in the vast expanse of the South China Sea, a pressing question emerges. Who really owns the West Philippine Sea? This region, teeming with resources and imbued with centuries of history, stands at the crossroads of geopolitics and ancestral ties. Here, narratives of power, economics, and heritage intertwine, beckoning nations to find their footing amidst the shifting sands of modern international relations. As the waters ebb and flow, the quest for understanding and resolution continues, underscoring the sea's profound significance in the global tapestry. Spanning a staggering 3.5 million square kilometers, the South China Sea serves as a bridge between the Pacific and Indian Oceans, bordered by several nations, including China, the Philippines, Vietnam, and Malaysia. It features critical maritime attributes, with many territories under dispute. The West Philippine Sea specifically points to waters west of the Philippines, including the Luzon Sea, Calayan Island Group, and Scarborough Shoal, representing the Philippines' maritime claims amidst the broader South China Sea disputes. A substantial portion of global shipping, about a third, courses through these waters, with the promise of rich fishing zones, prospective oil and gas deposits, and unparalleled biodiversity enhancing its global status. The South China Sea's historical legacy, tracing back to the ancient maritime Silk Road, has witnessed significant interactions between ancient civilizations. With European exploration in the 16th century, the region became a focal point for colonial interests. The South China Sea, named so by early European cartographers, contrasts with the term West Philippine Sea, introduced by the Philippines in 2012 to underscore its territorial claims, highlighting that names bear deep political and historical weights. As Dr. Samantha Grossman aptly puts it, the South China Sea's waters bear witness to a rich tapestry of history, and current disagreements reflect deeper struggles over historical narratives and identities. The South China Sea has become a complex web of intersecting territorial claims. The Philippines, rooted in the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, UNCLOS. The Philippines stakes its claim to an exclusive economic zone, EEZ, spanning parts of the West Philippine Sea. This interpretation of UNCLOS posits that nations have sovereign rights over resources within 200 nautical miles from their baselines, thus supporting the Philippines' claim. In 2016, the Permanent Court of Arbitration largely sided with the Philippines, yet the ruling's implementation remains an uphill battle. China. The 9-dash line outlines China's claims, engulfing almost 90% of the South China Sea, derived from historical maps and presence. Other nations, countries like Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei, and Taiwan, have staked their claims based on historical linkages and UNCLOS clauses. The West Philippine Sea shelters significant treasures. The fisheries here account for an impressive 10% of global fish catch. Moreover, potential hydrocarbon reserves valued at an approximate $1 trillion beckon nations. With global trade worth over $3 trillion passing through, the South China Sea's value as a principal shipping route is undeniable. Furthermore, its strategic placement amplifies its military importance. UNCLOS, often hailed as the Constitution for the Oceans, stands as the defining treaty shaping maritime territorial entitlements. In 2013, to counter China's territorial assertions, the Philippines approached the Permanent Court of Arbitration. The 2016 verdict leaned significantly in favor of the Philippines, an outcome, however, that China refused to acknowledge. As Professor Julian Koo remarks, the 2016 ruling's dismissal by China underscores the challenges that international law faces in today's geopolitics.
I think the Philippines have every right to send their vessels, both commercial and military, anywhere they want in their exclusive economic zone, and China has no basis to claim that they need to remove it.
Beyond geopolitical tussles, the West Philippine Sea is an ecological haven. Yet human endeavors and territorial spats have triggered environmental alarm bells. China's extensive land reclamation activities have ravaged nearly 2,000 square kilometers of precious coral reefs, with many of these ecosystems now teetering on the brink of irrevocable damage. Such actions, resulting in the loss of islands, atolls, and reefs, spell peril for marine life and migratory birds.
China has been creating artificial islands in the South China Sea and turning them into military bases. It is attempting to solidify its claims to the strategically vital waters of the South China Sea inside the so-called 9-dash line. It is doing this for economic, military, and domestic political reasons.
Rising sea levels, a direct consequence of global warming, pose threats to islands and exacerbate maritime boundary complexities. Furthermore, escalating ocean temperatures catalyze disturbances like coral bleaching and acidification, endangering marine ecosystems. The West Philippine Sea's strategic importance has garnered global attention, complicating regional disputes. The U.S., by asserting freedom of navigation, has not only contested territorial claims through its freedom of navigation operations, but has also fortified its regional influence through defense treaties like the one with the Philippines, thus checking dominance in the region.
I want to emphasize that the truth is that the US side stirred up troubles and made provocation first, while the Chinese side dealt with this in accordance with corresponding laws and regulations.
The escalation in China's militarization tactics, including the deployment of missile systems, heightens tensions. In response, nations, including the US, are bolstering their defense strategies. Defense accords like the Philippines-US Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, EDCA, serve to counteract China's expanding influence.
事实非常清楚，美方出于一己私利，抱持零和思维，不断在本地区加强军事部署，其结果必然是加剧局势紧张，危害地区和平稳定。地区国家应该深入地想一想，到底什么才是合适的，什么才是互利的，从而做出真正有利于自身利益、有利于地区和平稳定的选择。
Attaining lasting tranquility in the West Philippine Sea mandates mutual respect and collaboration. While China and the Philippines have initiated bilateral talks to navigate territorial disputes, regional bodies like ASEAN are also instrumental in mediating contentions and are actively advocating for a collective code of conduct. Diplomatic engagement, prioritized over military showdowns, promises enduring peace. Such platforms for dialogue, fostering mutual understanding and collective endeavors are indispensable. The West Philippine Sea debate transcends mere territorial demarcations, delving deeply into sovereignty nuances, international jurisprudence, and regional harmony. While the Philippines' claim, anchored in international law, sharply contrasts with China's reliance on historical context and power dynamics, it is crucial for nations to rekindle their shared legacies and mutual ambitions. United by principles of justice, cooperation, and a shared vision of peace and prosperity, the region, considering its immense global significance, should advocate for respect towards established international norms, accentuating the Philippines' rightful position in this discourse. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth coverage of more countries. Stay informed, and we'll see you in our next video.